when I met her, I started making the picture expand. I had made these interior sections beforehand. All of these are supposed to, this is supposed to be like the interior of this right here. You can see the Whiz radio thing. See back here, this is supposed to be inside of that. And this is supposed to be inside of this thing. So I don't know. Conceptually, I started thinking, well, because people would say, well, where's, you know, this character? And I would say, oh, well, he's inside of Cloud City there. And they're like, yeah. But then I thought, okay, well, I'll start making some interiors. So that's why these are the lenses. But then I just started expanding the drawing. Because the drawing meets on that side and this side, I just kept expanding it. And it meets on the top and bottom too. They're supposed to be blue on the, so it's kind of this infinite loop. So I just started expanding it. And I started with this section, and then I think I went there, and then there, and then there. And this was the last thing I did. And I think the last thing I drew in this was the Cash Cab guy from the game show Cash Cab. And it's just completely random. I don't know why that was the last thing. But I tried to put a lot of religious iconography in there, in places, a lot of comic book stuff. A lot of my friends, many of who are here, are in this picture. My family, everybody who was at my wedding, and Jesse at my wedding. And I thought, well, how can I stop this? There's always going to be more things that aren't in there. How can you say it's actually everything? So I put this box of everything else in there. So everything that's actually not in this picture was in the box of everything else, which is my fail-safe. But I'm thinking that, you know, maybe as the years go by, I might want to do another side. We'll see. But for right now, at least for the next 20 years, it's done. And I figured, you know, my pop passed away when he was 60. And if I make it to 60, I'm probably going to start up expanding. But we'll see. Depends where it goes, where this piece is headed after this. So, you know, and it's, after this was done, we'll move to this wall. I'm copying you, man. I'm going to go.
Nice.
And we, Matt was like, well, you're going to obviously make a lenticular of the whole thing. I'm like, I am? Okay. It's a really daunting task to have made this because you have to take every single thing in this picture and put it on one of 4 layers to actually get the 3-dimensional effect to make these things. And you have to, I first had to get it in the computer, which was a huge task in itself because it involved over a month and a half of just scanning on a giant scanner, and I had to make my room completely dark and no one, because these things were already put together as big pieces, so I had to do it section by section, put it all together, then put them all on each individual layer to make these lenticulars, and it took a long, long, long time, about 2 months or so, to finally just make the lens. And let's see, a few other things about this. People have asked me who isn't in it. I didn't put Hitler in here. I don't know, I just thought, well, there's a few other things that aren't. Angry Birds, because it came out after I was done.
Call of Duty.
There might be some Call of Duty thing in there, I think.
Nice.
Some of that I don't remember. People have asked me why I didn't make a key for it, a character key, and that's because I put, are you recording this, Mike? Turn this off a second. Turn it off for a second. Okay.